first power you will see and learn is combat. To get it, you simply enter the game. That's all there is to it. This is his skill in M1. To get the katana, you go to the starting island and pay 5,000. These are the M1 attacks and the only 2 abilities. Now, to get our Isagi, you will simply need 10 puzzles and 1 football. The football you get in dungeon that is located at the Jujutsu Kaisen Island. Now to obtain the puzzles you will need to find them. They spawn randomly, and every 3 minutes there are some locates from them. To get the bomb fruit, you simply need to defeat the bomb boss. It has a 5% chance of dropping the fruit, which you can then equip via your inventory. In Skull Island there is also the Dio seller. To get him, you will need the following items: 1 Dio blood seal and 1 arrow. To obtain Dio blood seal, you will need to defeat Dio until you obtain 1 vampire mask and 10 vampire bloods. After getting all of them, you need to check your inventory and use both of them. After it, you will need to wait. Night, come to Pillar Island and talk to Vampire. He will give you the Dio blood seal. You get the arrow from meteors. There's a 15% chance of obtaining it, and after that, you just buy Dio. To obtain the atomic CID, you will need 5 vampire bloods, 1 shadow orb, 5 atomic fragments, and 8 shadow fragments. You already know you get vampire blood as a drop from the boss Dio. To obtain shadow fragment, you can defeat the shadow armies, which are mobs that spawn at night anywhere on the map. You obtain their shadow fragments with a 15% chance, and to obtain atomic fragment, you will also need to defeat them. However, with a 5% chance, you will only need 5. To get the atomic orb, you need to wait for the NPC Sid to appear. He has a 50% chance of spawning every 5 minutes. When you speak to him for the first time, he will ask for 5 shadow fragments and give you his title. The second time you speak to him, he will ask for 5 vampire bloods. Once you give them to him, he will spawn the Sid boss on Boss Island. Simply defeat the boss, as he has a 4% chance of dropping the atomic orb. To get the Quake fruit, you simply need to defeat Whitebeard, who spawns on Marine Island every 5 minutes, with 2% chance to drop the fruit. Getting Shanks is quite simple. Go to Marine Island and speak to the NPC to accept the quest. You will be tasked with defeating Kizaru 10 times, Ace 5 times, and Whitebeard 3 times. Once that is done, you will be able to deal damage to Shanks, who spawns randomly on Marine Island and has a 5% chance of dropping the Griffin sword. Getting the flame fruit is quite simple. You just need to wait for Ace to spawn and defeat him. He has a 5% chance of dropping the fruit. Getting the light fruit is also quite simple. You just need to wait for Kizaru to spawn and defeat him. He has a 5% chance of dropping the fruit. To obtain Yoru, you will need the Yoru Broken Hilt, Yoru Broken Blade, 1 Meteor Ore, 1 Dark Blade, and 1 The Strongest Handle. You get Meteor Ore from meteors, and all the other items come from chests, or by defeating the boss Mihawk, who spawns randomly on the map at various locations such as Sky Pyre, Skull Island, and Jungle. To obtain Kashimo's pole, you will need Pole Part 1, Pole Part 2, 5 Lightning Orbs, and 250 Cursed Energy. You can get all of these from chests, as well as by defeating the Kashimo boss, which spawns on Pillar Island only during the rain. To obtain the Yuji combat style, you will need 25 Cursed Energy, 6 Death Painting Wombs, and 1 Cursed Core. The vendor is located on Jujutsu Island. To get the necessary items, you simply need to defeat the boss, Itadori Yuji, who spawns every 5 minutes next to the large Jujutsu house. To get Toji, you will need 1 Inverted Spear of Heaven, 1 Heavenly Restriction Blessing, 1 Cursed Inventory, and 1 Perfect Core. Getting the Inverted Spear of Heaven is quite simple. You just need to defeat Gojo, and there is a 4% chance it will drop. Cursed Inventory you get from Fingerbearer boss. That is really easy, because have 4% chance to drop. And to get the Heavenly Restriction Blessing, you craft it at the Jujutsu NPC, while the Perfect Core comes from chests. As for the Lego Kai power, you get it from the dungeon located on Jujutsu Island. You have a 5% chance of obtaining the Kai combat style after completing the entire dungeon. To get Gojo V1, you will need Limitless CT, 2 6 Eyes, 1 Cursed Core, and 100 Cursed Energy. All of them you get defeating Gojo boss. Getting Sukuna is quite simple. You just need 1 finger. Once you eat it, you'll gain Sukuna's power. However, to obtain his full power, you need to eat all the fingers from the missions. Simply complete the missions and consume them, and you will have Sukuna's complete power. To obtain Qin Shi, you will need 1 Emperor Jade Seal, 5 terracotta cores, 30 diamonds, and 150 cursed energy. You can get the cursed energy and diamonds by opening chests, while the terracotta cores and Emperor Jade Seal are obtained by defeating the Qin Shi boss, which can be spawned on Boss Island. To get Sung Jin Woo, the seller is on Boss Island. He will ask you for 2 Venom Fangs, 2 Night Killers, 1 Dark Blade, and 3 Meteor Ores. To obtain the Venom Fang, you need to defeat Sung Jin Woo boss with 4% chance to drop. You obtain the Night Killer by crafting it in Jujutsu Island. You get the Dark Blade from the boss Mihawk and Meteor fragments from Meteors. You will simply need 3 Night Killers, 1 Empowered Perfect Core, 1 the Strongest Handle, and 25 diamonds. You can obtain the 3 Night Killer Empowered Perfect Core by crafting it in Jujutsu Island. It's quite easy to do. You get the other item by defeating Mihawk or opening chests, and you get 25 diamonds by opening chests. Now the last power is about Fujitora. That is really simple. You just need to wait for him, spawn and defeat with low chance to drop the Fujitora Sword.